Yo, what is up my homies? In this video, we will be going over the history of Supersonic. Then, I will show you how to beat it and also give a review of it. Finally, I will show a completion video. I will put timestamps up on it now, so if you'd like to skip to any part of the video, you can do so now. With all that said, let's begin. Supersonic is a 1.9 mega collab hosted by Xanthic Alpha. This is one of the first mega collabs that occurred in Geometry Dash. Xanthic Alpha featured many notable creators at the time, being Jaboy, Glittershoom, Jazer, Viprin, XTY7, Sumsar, Evasium, and Daddy Pro. This team is now referred to as Geostorm, one of the most famous groups of creators that partake in the building of mega collab levels. Although the team may look a little different now because they add new members and kick out old and active members fairly often. When Supersonic was released, it was considered an upper-level Insane Demon to Extreme Demon, according to top Geometry Dash players at the time, such as Alex Payne and Smokes. Nowadays, it doesn't seem to pose the threat it once used to. Most people consider it to be an easy Insane Demon as of now, but some people say that it is even easier than that, being a hard demon. Many notable people have beaten this level are as follows: Nexus, Eric Van Wilderman, Smokes, Alex Payne, Xanthic Alpha, and Kamal. On August 21st, 2016, the level received a coin update, but the coin update was reverted back to the original soon after. Then, on May 13th, 2020, it received another coin update, and that is where the level stands today. All in all, this level is one of the most original and nostalgic levels ever to exist in Geometry Dash. It is among the likes of Windy Landscape and Theory of Firepower. Before we start the tutorial, I will put timestamps up for you now if you want help with an individual part in the level. First up, we have Glittershoom's part. This part is fairly easy. I only have 2 real tips for this part. If you want the secret coin, you're going to have to go down and hit the green orb late so you can go through the spikes correctly. And in this part, you need 2 taps, one to go over that saw, and then the other to go in between the spikes correctly. To do Jazer's part, you go on the top route, and then you go on the bottom route. When you go into the mini UFO, you are going to want to be going down with the wave so you can correctly input the UFO jumps. You start with 3 UFO jumps to get to the top upside down portal. From that portal, you do a decent spam of 4 clicks. Then, you click once when you get to the right side up portal. Then you click 3 times after a decent drop. Then you click twice to skip the upside down portal below you and enter the other upside down portal after that. From there, you click twice with a solid gap between the clicks. The second click will get you over the saw. Finally, you spam to get through the upside down portal below you and enter Sumsar's part. You jump as soon as you hit the ground, and then you hit this yellow orb slightly late. And then you need to hit these orbs as soon as you enter the portals. Then you click right before the yellow jump pad. You then click on the platform late to avoid a saw, and then you hit these 2 blue orbs. One of 2 things will happen here. You will either fly really high like this, or you will do the normal route like this. If you do the normal route, you'll need to hit the blue orb late, or else the ramp will send you flying into the wall. If you do the high route, you need to hit the blue orb as early as possible, so you don't miss it. Then you hit this timing and hit the blue orb as early as you can. Then you hit this yellow orb late so you can avoid the spikes. I don't really need to explain any of this part, it's just a pretty fun wave that you have to do. You have to jump a little later here than expected because there's a speed change right in the middle of the jump that could throw you off. Then all you do for this part is you just weave your way around the spikes and the saws. You have to jump later here than you think because it is a more difficult jump than it appears. I click once to get over this little hump of spikes. It's easier if you look to go in between the saws at this part. Evasium's part is really tricky, so brace yourselves. To do this, you hold down once you enter the duel, so you jump onto some platforms. Then you click the blue orb and hold down. Then click the pink orb and hold down until you go into the many portals. Then you click the 2 blue orbs. Then you look at the type icon and jump the quote-unquote triple spikes and hold down. Then you click and hold down right after this pink orb, this yellow orb, and this pink orb. Then you click and hold down the last 2 yellow orbs and you go into the dual ball. This part isn't confusing. You may also miss the first yellow orb, but pay no attention to that and try to make it anyways because it will not affect how you hit the next ship portal, which is Jaboy's part. You click 1 time to go up once you hit the portal so you can enter the upside down portal. Then follow the path and slide along the platform so you can enter the UFO part. This part doesn't need much explaining, but the Flappy Bird part is kind of tricky because it is easy to hit the spikes above you. You don't have to, but I click again to go into the wave because it puts me in the middle of the passageway. Then I just follow the path. If you want to get the coin, you have to go up a little earlier and hit the coin and go back down. To do the ball part, you need to enter the portal low so you can click right away off that little platform, and then you click again right away. After you hit the yellow pad, you click twice and drop down once. Then you click once after the drop down. After you hit the pink pad, you click twice, drop down once, and click 3 times. Then you drop down and click twice, 3 times in a row, and that is it for the memory section. There are some timings, but once you have it memorized where you go, you can visualize what block you're going to hit and time your clicks accordingly. Once you enter the 3 times speed cube, you click right away. Then you click the blue orb, and try to hit this one later rather than sooner, because the hitboxes are deceiving, and it is much more likely that you'll hit the yellow orb before the blue orb, rather than the yellow orb after the blue orb. Then you hit the pink and blue orb. Try to hit the pink orb later rather than sooner, because it is pretty easy to hit the yellow orb before it. As soon as you click the pink orb, click as quickly as possible a second time so you land on the platform below. If you click too late, you'll miss the platform. Then you jump and hit the orbs after you enter the portal. You are then going to want to hit the last blue orb slightly later so you land on the platform, because sometimes you miss it if you click too early. Then you jump at the end of the platform and hit the blue orbs near the end. Repeat this again. When you enter the ship section, click once to hit the upside down portal at the top. When you hit it, do a long click so you can glide down and hit the right side up portal. Once you hit that portal, click once to avoid the saws underneath you. Then you straight fly for a bit and dip down at the end so you can hit the upside down portal. Then you hold for a small amount of time to avoid the saws and tap one more time to clear the gap and not to go too low. And that's it. That's the whole level. Now I go into the part of the video where I take a look at the level and I give my thoughts and opinions on it. To start off, I think this level is alright. I completely understand why this 1.5 minute mega collab is such a classic. The decoration was goodish for its time, and the gameplay is pretty good, especially for its time. I also think a lot of timeliness is due to the amount of great creators that were involved in this level. To begin, I really like Glittershroom's gameplay. I thought it was unique and it is a lot of fun. The decoration isn't all that impressive, and also his part only takes up 6% of the level. Jazer's wave decoration has not aged well. At least the gameplay is original in the UFO part. I like how Samsar's part is decorated, but the gameplay isn't anything special. I absolutely love XUI7's wave section. It is a lot of fun to play, and it still looks good to this day. That wave is one of my favorite parts of the level. Daddy Pro's gameplay is really uninspired, but I think the decoration in Daddy Pro's part is the best in the level. I think it is because of how the level flashes during his part. I really like Evasium's part, not because of the decoration, but because of the originality of the duel. It isn't symmetrical, and it actually requires some thought. Although it is fun to play, it is also extremely buggy, which is unfortunate, but it is expected from a duel like that. I really dislike the transition from Evasium's part to Jaboy's part. It is just so awkward. Jaboy's part is extremely unbalanced. The ship is very tight, but the first part of the UFO is extremely easy. It doesn't make sense how a part can be so unbalanced. I think Xanthic Alpha's part is fun, but it has really uninspired gameplay, much like Daddy Pro's gameplay. I dislike Viprin's memory ball part because it just isn't fun to learn. Although I do like the lasers that flash in the part. That's good. The cube gameplay is pretty fun, and I do like the ship gameplay at the end of the level. Overall, I do really like this level, and I do recommend this to you, but if you choose to complete the level, keep in mind that the stress level is fairly high, so be prepared for that. Now, on to the completion of Supersonic. Exactly 3,900 attempts.